Step into the arena, RCMP Plus. It's not luck, it's logic. Bang, that's a power bomb move right there. Light it up, baby, fella. Woo, that's fantasy fireworks. Buckets, baby. Ain't no rivalry like an RCMP rivalry. From stats to smack talk, where trash talk meets true talk. It's not just fantasy, it's legacy.
Welcome back, everybody, to RCMP plus Fantasy Hoops, the show where the matchups are messy, the managers are stressed, and the standings change every 5 minutes. I'm your host, Tommy Douglas, joined as always by my right-hand man, the analytical assassin himself, PG-13.
Tommy, Week 7 did not disappoint. We had comebacks, collapses, IR disasters, vetoed trades, and 2 expansion teams throwing hands for bragging rights.
And we're breaking down all 6 matchups, every storyline, every missed lineup decision, because in RCMP Plus, nothing gets past us. Let's get into segment 1.
The Ballers are now on a 7-week losing streak, tying the longest in league history, the 2024-25 pad foot toes run.
And the wild part? They had Jokic drop 269, the number 1 performance of the week. Bron, Embiid, Zion. The stars are there, but depth is killing them.
Meanwhile, the King Cobras did just enough. Mitchell, Levine, and Mikal Bridges all steady. And adding Cameron Johnson plus Colin Sexton this week paid off immediately.
The battle of the expansion teams, and man, it lived up to the hype.
Notre Dame time continues to prove they're the most legit newcomers in league history. Luka, Fox, Bam, all went nuclear.
Duncan actually played well. Brunson, Mobley, and Reeves combined for a huge week. But Luka's bomb and Fox's consistency made the difference.
The Power Bombers moved to 5-2, but the real drama? That blocked trade.
Yeah, Power Bombers tried sending Franz Wagner for Desmond Bane on Jokic Thegoat. It came through Sunday. Then the league vetoed it because Wagner went down with that nasty knee injury, could be season-ending.
Power Bombers tried to escape the damage fast, but not fast enough. Still, SGA and Duran carried them to a clean win.
Padfoot left some huge scoring on the bench early in the week, and it cost them.
Steph and Jimmy showed up, but Ayton, Booker, and LaMelo were too much for the Padfoot. Alpha's now quietly moved to 4-3, staying alive in the West playoff race.
This might be the comeback of the year.
Down 300 points heading into Sunday. 300, and they still pulled it off.
Maxey, with 225, third best performance of the week, plus Jalen Williams and Sarr exploding. Guardians now sit alone at the top of the East.
A heavyweight matchup, and it came down to mistakes.
2 balls, 1 hoop forgot to activate Kevin Porter Jr., missing 2 big games. That's the difference right there.
Edwards, 221, and Josh Hart, 213, put Z Tigers on their backs. They move to 5-2 and stay in the top tier of the West. This is the big storyline heading into Week 8. The Guardians have never beaten the Power Bombers in the regular season. Not once.
And this is the best Guardian squad we've ever seen. Maxey is playing like a top 10 fantasy guard, Cade's steady. And the comeback against Pinguini shows their ceiling.
But the Power Bombers still have SGA, Duran, and a deep bench, even with the Franz Wagner situation.
This might be the Guardians' best chance ever to break that curse. These 2 were jawing all week, and it actually delivered.
Duncan put up 1,340, which usually wins you a matchup. But Notre Dame time is different. Luka drops 200 plus, Fox is automatic, Vooch and Bam dominate.
Final score 1,458, 1,340. And NDT officially claims the title of Best Expansion Team for now.
The league got spicy Sunday night. Power Bombers tried flipping Franz literally hours after the knee injury for Desmond Bane.
The league saw that and said, nah, that's shady. Trade vetoed. And honestly, the right call.
That's 2 weeks of trade drama from this league. Trades are going down. Who's going to be next?
Z Tigers are officially a problem. Edwards and Hart dropped 2 of the top 3 individual performances of the week.
And they beat a top-seeded 2 balls, 1 hoop squad, even with Porter Jr. sitting in IR.
Win streak of 5 now. How much longer can they keep this up?
2 managers left points on the board this week. 2 balls, 1 hoop left Kevin Porter Jr. in IR, missed 2 high-scoring games, loses by less than 100. Padfoot Toes benched multiple big scorers early in the week, loses a winnable matchup versus Alphas.
Fantasy is a cruel game, man. 1 forgotten lineup check, and your whole week is cooked. 7 straight losses. 1 away from breaking the all-time losing record.
And what's wild? Jokic scored 269, the highest total of week 7. Still not enough.
The biggest drop this week. Pinguinis fall out of the playoff picture and now sit 5th in the West.
King Cobras are hanging on to that last playoff spot by a thread, and Notre Dame time is their opponent next week.
That's not ideal. All right, folks, it's time for the game of the week. And this one was a banger. Z Tigers 1,000. 432. 2 balls, 1 hoop, 1,356. Shootout. Heavyweight vibes. The fantasy equivalent of a 12-round title fight.
Yeah, man. Both squads came to play. 2 balls, 1 hoop put up a total that would beat literally half the league this week. But Z Tigers just had that extra gear. Their stars popped right when they needed to.
Z Tigers' depth really showed. Every time 2 balls, 1 hoop clawed back, boom, another big line. It felt like the Z Tigers were answering runs like an NBA team on a mission.
And honestly, this might be the win that solidifies the Z Tigers as a real contender. They're sitting in the thick of the West standings and taking down the 2 top team in the East. That's a message.
Meanwhile, 2 balls, 1 hoop shouldn't feel too bad. They're still the #2 seed in the East for a reason. They didn't fold, they didn't underperform, they just ran into a team going nuclear.
This matchup is exactly why the season feels wide open. Nobody's safe, nobody's untouchable, and the Z Tigers just put the league on notice.
All right, folks, before we wrap things up, let's run through the Week 8 matchups. Some of these could completely swing the playoff picture.
Yeah, every game this week has stakes. Let's get into it.
Z Tigers are coming off a big momentum win, and this is a chance for them to stack another one.
Padfoot Toes desperately need a spark, but going up against Anthony Edwards and Harden when they're rolling is a tough assignment.
If Padfoot can't slow down that Tigers backcourt, it could get ugly early.
This one is sneaky. Alphas have the talent edge, but Dunkin' Donuts can hang if Mobley and Brunson go nuclear.
Leonard and Shepard should give the Alphas the upper hand, but if they sleepwalk, Donuts can absolutely steal this one. Matchup of the week, right here.
Yep, both teams near the top, both coming in hot.
Luka versus Michelle. Bam versus Paolo. This one has fireworks written all over it.
Whoever wins this has a legit claim as best team in the whole league. Ballers gotta stop the bleeding they need. Something positive, anything.
But going up against AD, Siakam, and Bane, that's a tall order.
Yeah, this could be a rough one for Ballers, unless Jokic and Embiid both detonate.
Now this is a heavyweight West matchup.
Cade versus SKA, Maxey versus Giddey, Randall versus Duran.
These two match up really well across the board. This one might actually come down to the benches.
Rollins has been a sneaky weapon for the Bombers. If he pops again, Guardians are in trouble. A true styles matchup.
Pinguinis bring shooting and defense, but 2 balls, 1 hoop comes at you with the Giannis engine.
If KD and Wemby go off together, Ping could pull it off.
But 2 balls, 1 hoop are the #2 seed for a reason. This one's gonna be close if everyone's healthy. And there you have it, Week 8 matchups locked in and loaded with playoff implications everywhere you look.
It's one of those weeks where a single upset can flip a whole conference. Make sure your lineups are set, don't get caught slipping.
We'll be back next week to break it all down, crown the winners, and call out whoever left 120 points on the bench.
For Tommy Douglas, I'm PG. This was the RCMP plus Fantasy Hoops podcast. See you next week.